welcome back to Past the Rabbit Hole. So this time I actually remembered to bring the camera, also charge the camera, so I'm on my A game today. Which, who knows how long that'll last. I'll probably fuck everything up the next time I do one of these, so enjoy it while it lasts, right? You can only do things right so many times, I guess. These like the last two that I did. One, I completely forgot to do it, and the one before this one, my camera was dead, and tried to do it on my phone, but couldn't get the video off of it for whatever fucking reason. So that just kind of was a giant flop. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go back to remembering to record this or charge this thing every night, so I don't run into that issue again. Because apparently it dies even when it's off, which I think is ridiculous, honestly. So I don't think too many other things die just when they're turned off for the most part, but whatever. I'm kind of hoping the last one I did was at least semi-decent. Wasn't as, I don't think it was as negative or dark as normally. Jesus Christ, what is up with this fucking traffic today? God. It's fucking crazy. It's like the entire damn world is out or something. What was I going? Oh, I stumbled upon this whole, like I mentioned countless times before, when I get up in the morning, I browse Reddit until I leave, because I'm a lazy piece of shit, right? And, came across this whole post on how to basically control forums and basically internet communities and stuff like that. Kind of thought it was interesting. And came across it on the subreddit No New Normal, because apparently it seems like they're being attacked like without prejudice, like insane. Like they're just getting attacked from left to right, left and right, up and down, from all angles. Everyone's coming at them, and not really sure why. Apparently, I guess it's like the misinformation crackdown and everything, and like some other subs are demanding you unsubscribe from them, or not even doing that and won't even let you join, just banning you flat out, with either telling you why they're banning you because you're a part of that sub, or just banning you because you're a part of that sub and not even telling you. You join another subreddit and you're getting banned because you're a part of it. It's basically a cleanse if you're a part of that subreddit. That's one of the things that's going on. And I guess another one is that they're having people come in and trying to disrupt their they're having outside influences come in and disrupt their communications, I guess you would say, like their flow of topic and everything. People are coming in and posting for them what is disinformation and everything, trying to get them off topic. What would be called a forum slide, which I just found out this morning, which I've definitely heard of before, but I didn't know it was called a forum slide. You come in, you have like you would have like multiple accounts, fake accounts, whatever, multiple just accounts that are there to abuse the system of a ranking, like a rankings, a ranking system for posts and stuff. So you go in, post stuff that's off topic, and you have these other accounts that come in that are just there for blatant, they're just there to help push these topics that have nothing to do with what this forum, community, or whatever you want to call it is about. They come in, they would come in, like, upvote it, if that's a thing, if you can upvote, come in, upvote, downvote, comment, just to get these topics that have nothing to do with what that community is about. So the ones that they want the community to see gets pushed down more. So you'd actually have to scroll more and more to actually see these, and the ones that have absolutely nothing to do with it are at the top. I mean, fairly simple, right? You know, makes sense why it's called a forum slide. You know, things slide down, things slide up. And it seems that's happening there. I mean, I kind of scrolled through it a little bit. I didn't spend too much time, but I don't know how much of it's actually happening there. I didn't scroll through too much, but I would imagine stuff like that's happening, because I read through some of the posts and stuff, and it seems like that's happening. And it looks like they're doing a decent job of moderating that kind of stuff, because I didn't see too many posts or really anything too much like that, but from what I've gathered, it is happening there. They are having issues with people coming in and doing stuff along those lines, but it seems like they're being able to, with their mods and their moderators, their mods, whatever, they're being able... Someone almost flew off the road behind me. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that in the video, but this dude just swerved almost completely off the road. Like, what the fuck? But what I was saying is that it seems like the mods are doing a good job of controlling, like, the complete nonsensical shit posting that's going on from people that aren't meant to be there and are just there to cause discourse. There's a few other things, like, there's one that stuck out to me. I don't know why, but find out how violent their community is for weather. I think it was for intel gathering for the most part. Post like an abusive video or something along those lines to find out how certain people in the community react to things, how they would react to, like, certain situations, how prone to violence somebody is, because it's like this was just a list of, like, things to infiltrate, like, internet community for the most part. That was really about it. And it said to post something like, say, a police brutality video, okay? And how many people react, like, extremely violently towards it, like, fucking kill that pig, yada yada yada, or whatever, you know? Not just, you know, with that's disgusting, or, you know, a typical reaction to a disgusting video of a cop beating the shit out of someone, because fuck pigs, right? Fuck that shit. It's used to, it's just used to try to gain a violent response from people. That's really about it. And I guess another one was trying to get, for whatever reason, posting some kind of, I forget how it was worded, but they posted they get you to somehow post like your pictures of your firearms to root out how many people have weapons or illegal firearms, and I don't understand that much. I guess it's just to find out who's armed or whatnot, or I don't know. It was weird, but it makes sense though. Why people would want to infiltrate certain communities though, to me, because with the whole misinformation bullshit happening as of recently, just the whole giant crackdown, government coming together with big tech, telling Facebook what's approved and what's not approved. Like, why wouldn't people be going in and doing stuff like this, right? Why wouldn't they be going into, like, do you think it would just stop on do you think it would just stop on Facebook of posts being taken down, or people moderating what communities or what posts are allowed for the most part, right? Like, do you really think that it's just Facebook doing this? That they're just talking with Facebook? No. This is a fucking internet-wide fucking crackdown. It may not be as harsh as on Facebook because it's so popular with people of basically all fucking ages, and literally everybody fucking uses Facebook and for everything, and it's not anonymous. Reddit is more anonymous, but still it's a social page, okay? And they don't want people spreading what they call disinformation, okay? Or what they call misinformation, okay? But with them calling everything misinformation, it's disinformation on their part, because what ends up happening is they're calling everything misinformation, and it's a disinformation campaign in itself, because all they want to label anything that's not their agenda misinformation, okay? Which, in a sense, well, in actuality, ends up becoming disinformation, because they want to flip everything on its head that doesn't come from them as misinformation, right? So it's really just a giant disinformation campaign, because nothing that it's approved by Facebook, the government, whoever you want to say is approved by, it's misinformation, right? If it's not fact-checked, it's misinformation. And if it's not fact-checked by approved fact-checkers, it's misinformation. Well, isn't that disinformation in a way, right? Because independent journalists would mean they're all disinformation agents. And they're trying to say that all these people that are spreading this are, in a sense, influenced inadvertently or actually by a foreign state, because they're worried that it's because of the whole Russia bullshit that they pushed 5 years ago or whatnot, and with the cyber attacks, and they're claiming Russia did it. They're going to use this to their full advantage. They're going to say that all this misinformation is disinformation coming from a foreign state, that everything that we're parroting apparently is foreign disinformation that's trying to influence our country into, I would say, discourse. But it's just them using that as disinformation themselves because they're worried, okay? They're worried that we're going to get fed up with all the nonsense that is going on. So they want to feed us propaganda. And I was going somewhere with this, and then I lost my complete train of thought. But they're feeding us propaganda. They want us to, they want us to, God, I keep losing my train of thought. But, God, where am I going with this? They want us just to they just want us to listen to their narrative, okay? That's it. And if they have to lie, throw propaganda at us, saying that anything that isn't approved from them is disinformation and could possibly be from a foreign state, right? That's trying to influence our decision making, lies about vaccines, lies about elections, lies about whatever the fuck you want to say. They're going to use that to their fucking advantage because they really just want us to bend the knee. That's it. They want us to bend the knee, and they want to push this woke ass agenda, and that's really it. I mean, there's more to it, but that's basically in a nutshell. They want us to basically just bend the motherfucking knee and fall in the line, and that's really it. I mean, there's more, like I said, there's more to it, but that's like I said, it's basically in a nutshell. That's really about it. I mean, they just want control, and they just want us to listen and be obedient and not ask questions and sit back, us be good little fucking puppets and pull in money for them and don't really care what they do anymore. And with what they call misinformation and disinformation has people actually asking questions, and they don't want people asking questions because that makes you think. They don't want people thinking because when you think, you can put things together that they don't want you lining up. And the more people that do that, the more people are going to ask questions and become awake to the fact that they're not doing very good things. They're not these all-knowing people. They're not for the people. They're for their rich fucking buddies that are pushing these censorship laws on everybody. Because when they make money, they make more money. When they make money, their big tech, big business buddies make even more money. So it's literally just self-serving. It's just, they're all self-serving. That's really it. They're a bunch of, they're selfish assholes is what they are. I really think that's what it's all about, is just the more people that leave, like, that come to understand that there's something going on and that they are turning to authoritarian tactics and fascist style corporate methods because, the government is combining with the corporations to come together and push this ideology that we're all misinformation agents now, apparently. That, fuck, I totally forgot what I was saying, but that they're coming, that government and the corporations are coming together to push this ideology. It's just... they don't want people noticing that that has happened before and not good things has happened in the past, right? It usually ends in sadness, I would say. Very sad. Sad. And I really think that has a lot to do with at least a lot of the censorship, a good bit of it at least, is that they don't want people being able to share between each other everything that's going on with it. Like, they don't want people knowing everything that's going on, even if it's, well, they just don't want people knowing that everything that's going on. They just want to be able to label it as misinformation, disinformation, you know? They don't want people being able to share ideas, bounce things off of each other. Go, well, this is what I know, this is what you know, let's talk. They don't want people to be able to do that. They don't want these free-flowing ideas. They don't want that. They want pre-authorized ideas. They want ideas that are pre-approved to be shared, to be distributed. They want ideas that are basically going to scare us into submission, or basically have no point to anything. They don't want anything that could make you see the world in a different way besides their viewpoints. Because then people's eyes could open up and see that, well, these assholes in our government and these rich motherfuckers are screwing us over, which they really fucked us over really, really hard in the last year and a half, right? They shut all of your businesses down. They shut about 95% of your businesses down, if not all of them. They shut all your businesses down, and then allowed you to open them up for what? Pickup or delivery only after what, like 2 weeks or a month after everything shut down, and allowed Walmart, Target, all these big corporate fucks to keep theirs open regardless. What's the difference, right? And how many restaurants went out of business? How many small businesses went out of business? And how many fucking giant big businesses grew over the last year and a half? Just because those are the only ones we could really go to. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that people are still supporting these people. They gave Bezos it was like $10 billion, wasn't it? And then for I don't remember what they gave it to him for, but then he went and bought the fucking, it was MGM or AMC. That's ridiculous. They're just giving these fucks money, free money, to go make more money, to buy up things that they don't even need, that they're going to keep buying up to fuck us over even harder. It's It's not right. We shouldn't. This isn't capitalism. There's no competition anymore. There's no way for any of us to be able to compete with these corporations because they buy up all the people who regulate these things, who regulate what they do. So they have them on their payroll, so they can just do whatever the hell they want and get away with it. And then we would still have to obey the laws, the regulations, whatever. Okay, we have to obey regulations. We can't just, go over the heads of people or bend the rules. They can do whatever the hell they want. They get bailouts, they get money, they get tax breaks, cuts, whatever you want to call it, and there's no competition anymore. It's just us versus them, and they're going to win because they have all the money. Facebook is worth $1 trillion. So is Amazon. Amazon, Google, and Facebook are worth a couple $1 trillion together. That's fucking insane. There's no competition anymore. It's just it's corporations versus corporations, basic. Well, not even that. They're just all combining into one. It's basically a corporate state. Corporations are the government now. They have the government in their pocket. They have the money. They can buy the regulations. They can buy the bills. They could buy whatever they want if they want to, if they want it. But it seems like they're just government and corporation are now working together completely to have I just think they want to make even more money, so they're coming together on a single goal, which I don't even know what the single goal is, but it seems to be they just want to convert us into some obedient slaves or some bullshit. And it's just getting ridiculous because you can't speak your mind. They're basically deleting words. They're deleting thoughts. They're deleting people off of the internet. They're basically deleting people in a sense because if you're not allowed on the internet on certain platforms, you're basically hindered at this point in time because those are one of the main ways to interact nowadays. So basically deleting people, banning free speech partially. It's basically starting to go away. It's becoming, I believe it's becoming a major issue. It's becoming dangerous. And I really think it's only going to get worse, especially how I brought up the infiltrating forums of people who don't really give a shit what you say. Basically, as long as you're not being violent towards one another, threatening each other, that kind of stuff. As long as you're not threatening people, they don't really give a shit what you say, right? Because, basic etiquette, right? Don't threaten people, right? That's really about it. Don't threaten, really don't harass people, right? Follow them around from post to post, harassing the shit out of them kind of things, Basic etiquette, right? Basic internet etiquette, it's one thing to get in an argument with somebody and, you both snap. It's, you know what I mean. Basic online social, like, forum etiquette, right? Okay? But people going on there and then just trying to infiltrate that shit. It makes sense for them trying to do that because they want to take away the last few places that people are totally okay with whatever you have to say. I know there's quite a bit of places that are still fine with that, but they want to attack the ones that are openly fine with it. That are openly okay with whatever you have to say. That promote they're openly okay about it. And I don't understand, why would anybody want to go and openly attack anything that's like that? The only thing I can think of is that they just want to shut anyone up that has anything they don't like to say. And the thing is, they're worried they're going to start using language there that they find as wrongthink. So they want to pre-shut them up before they start using wrong language. And that's where thought crime starts beginning. And I think we're well on our way into thought crime. Because especially with like pre-bans and stuff like that, you could probably getting banned for stuff you've said in the past, going through things that you've like going through and getting, God, I fucking hate dairy, but going through and getting going through like 10-year-old comments and getting flagged for things like that. That's insanity to me, man. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, who would, like, what are you fucking doing? Fuck you! It's not a turning lane, you cunt! Jesus Christ! God. Fucking idiots. Okay, I completely lost my train of thought, so... what was I talking about? Because some idiot decided to pull in front of me in a non-turning lane and just stop there and try to turn. just stop there. So, fucking people, man. Some of them are fucking dumb. God. The phlegm is real today. Basically what I'm getting at is, I'm going to try to wrap this up. What I'm getting at is, people are trying to it seems like people are trying to infiltrate online communities 100% because they don't like what certain communities have to say. And be it they're trolls, be it they're bad actors that don't like what these people stand for, be it whatever they are, people are coming into these communities and trying to shut these people up, trying to shut them down, trying to censor them, and it is fucking wrong. It's fucking wrong because censoring people is fucking wrong because it leads to, well, these people, well, we're just censoring hate speech. People shouldn't be allowed to say hateful things. Okay, get it. People shouldn't say awful, terrible things. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, don't say fucked up, horrible shit about people. Don't go on there and scream hate speech, okay? I don't condone it, okay? But whatever. It's your right to say fucked up shit, isn't it? But, okay, I understand it. But then it moves on to, well, maybe you shouldn't say this word because it upsets, me. Okay, well, yeah, it upsets me too. And me. Yeah. Well, we're not going to say this word either. These words upset us as well. Okay, so these words are slashed now. Okay, but these aren't hate speech. These are just upsetting a group of people. So they're slashed. And then next, well, these handful of words upset us as well. You need to cut those out of your language as well. Okay, so those are gone now too. And, well, next it just keeps going on from there. That's how this shit works. Eventually it's just, well, there's only a handful of things you're allowed to say. You can't, anything that could be deemed offensive, you're not allowed to speak. You have to, like, anything, like, basically any kind of pronoun or noun, for the most part, could be deemed some form of any kind of, could be deemed offensive in a way. Well, probably more along the pronoun words, because anything that could be directed towards a person or thing or anything like that, more personally, but you get what I'm getting at. That's how censorship works. Anything that could be deemed offensive in any shape or form could be cut. And that's what's dangerous about it. But I'm literally about to pull into work. So, and this is about a 40-minute episode, and I ran it for a while. So, thank you all for listening. You could follow me on Twitter at PTRH Podcast. It's the same for Twitter, FLOTE, Minds. I'm also on Odyssey. This will be on Odyssey later. And if you want to get a hold of me, my email is ptrhpodcast@protonmail. Thanks for listening, and until next time, guys.